Auburn University, a classic campus set in the plains of eastern Alabama. For years, the football program at Auburn had been slumbering. In 1982, Bo Jackson woke things up.
Third down 6 at the Auburn 24. Pat's going to leave it with ball, and he's going to break a tackle. He's going to break another tackle, 35-40. Down the sideline, we got a foot race at the 40, the 30, the 20. Bye-bye, Bo! Touchdown, Auburn!
He's the kind of guy that you want to get the ball to, and your teammates know that if you get the ball in his hands, that you got a chance to win the ball game.
Bo coming to Auburn just put the whole program on another level.
You have expectations that you have a chance as long as Bo Jackson is on the field.
As long as Bo played, Auburn people had hope.
What he was able to accomplish and on the field, off the field, and pulling the Auburn family together, there's no way that you could really emphasize the impact that he actually has had on our program.
Coach Dye has been around a lot of players and seen a lot of great athletes, and he told me when I got here, he said, you were in for the treat of your life, and he was absolutely right. He was just the most amazing specimen anybody had ever seen on a baseball field. He was superlative in everything, and I had heard a lot about him before I got here, and I didn't think there was any way his actions could surpass the reputation, but they did. He really is the only player I've ever seen who improved from one day to the next. You know, he would come out, let's say, after bowl games, whenever they were, and normally they were New Year's Day for us, and whenever they were done, we would get him, and we would be starting our season in 4 weeks. Well, he hadn't picked up a bat in a year, and the first day he may make contact 2 or 3 times. I mean, just very rusty. Well, geez, the next day he was making consistent contact, and by the third day he was hitting over the fence. Whereas everybody else on the team, that was a 5 or 6 week process, but with Bo, it was a 2 or 3 day process. But you know, the home run at Georgia, which is a lot of people's favorite story, it was their first night. Vince Dooley's there to throw out the first ball, and of course he was well acclimated with Bo's skills on the football field. And Bo, once again, stole the show. He had 3 home runs, a double, the longest home run in Georgia history, almost discombobulated their new $300,000 lighting system with one of his home runs, and you know, it was just typical. It was so funny that by the end of the game, the Georgia fans were cheering Bo, and his last at bat he had a double, and they booed him because he had hit 3 previous home runs.
He's, of course, known for his baseball and his football, but he also ran track here at Auburn, and he excelled at track.
Bo is a natural because he had the physical traits, but the biggest thing Bo had going for him is Bo wanted to compete, is Bo wanted to win. And even more so, don't ever tell Bo he can't do something. I mean, I think if somebody would have put Bo into a track uniform all year round and would have said, Bo, you'll never make the Olympic team, Bo would have gone on to make it.
Bo, in my eyes, is just like the Carl Lewis's and the Calvin Smith of the track world. He's world class, and you know, people want to know if can you outrun Bo Jackson. Now the answer to that is yes. I beat him all 3 times, but I'll tell you, the kind of competitor that Bo Jackson is very, very fierce. You know, I'm world class. I've been ranked in the world for 10 of the last 12 years, and I tell you, he ran me down to the wire each and every time, and I guess that's what makes Bo Jackson the kind of athlete he is today.
I remember distinctly in 1983, we were playing University of Florida here at Auburn, and we called a little toss play outside of me, and I took a step outside. The defense was so aware of Bo's presence on the field that the guy lined up in front of me, the tackle, just sprinted outside. Bo turned underneath and went for a touchdown. He could lead people and make them look like they were standing still.
First drive, second half against Kentucky one year. I mean, I think everybody on their team hit him twice, and he went 10 yards for a touchdown. He was a human highlight reel.
It means on game day, Alabama and Auburn, the state stops. All emotions, everything is just centered around this game.
thing I remember about that particular play is Keith Jackson, in calling the game for ABC, said, "In your face, in your face." And when an Auburn guy can say "in your face" to Alabama, that's quite an accomplishment, and Bo Jackson made that possible.
He was just a phenomenal physical specimen, and probably you could call him a freak of nature if you wanted to, because it's just not, you don't see anybody that's that big and that coordinated and that powerful and that fast. There's been the Earl Campbells and Herschel Walkers, and there's been some great big athletes, but I don't think there's been an athlete his size that could do all the things that Bo could do.
It's my privilege to announce this year's winner of the Heisman Memorial Trophy. In the closest vote in the history of this trophy, the winner is, from Auburn University, Bo Jackson.
By the time he was ready to leave Auburn, Bo Jackson had proven he could do everything except make a decision. An entire nation of sports fans was wondering, would Bo Jackson choose big league baseball or professional football?